Hello, my name is Mitch Bailey. This video and the following short videos that come after it are intended to educate you on something we all take for granted: air conditioning and heating. Most companies in this industry are just changing out boxes with no regard to actual performance. Swapping out boxes is quick and easy money, with most companies in and out in a day and no regard to actual efficiencies or BTUs being delivered. They talk about SEER, EER, and tonnage along with BTUs, yet they do not know how to measure BTUs, SEER, or EER. They use rules of thumb to size the equipment and ductwork. Imagine this: it would be the same as going to a shoe store to buy running shoes and the salesman says, without ever measuring you, that you wear a size 16, when in fact you're a size 12. You may be able to fit your foot in the shoe, but it would be hard to run in. So you might be able to return a pair of shoes, but you cannot return an oversized system installed or undersized ductwork. Worse, you wouldn't even know that you have a problem, as the system would cool sufficiently, but would cost you thousands of dollars to run over time, wasting money and wasting energy. One way to combat this is to commission the system. Commissioning, or test out as we call it, is something every installed system should receive. In fact, the commissioning procedure is detailed in the installation instructions that come with the unit, usually with a place in the manual to record the readings for future reference. Sadly, almost all companies out there do an incomplete commissioning by only starting the system and taking a few temperature measurements or splits along with readings from the refrigeration gauges. This is not a real commission or test out, as we call it, and it shortchanges you, the customer, by not verifying several things, such as, is the equipment producing the BTUs or tonnage it was designed to? Only by measuring it can you determine if it is producing. What is the EER and approximate SEER? How many watts is the unit consuming? Is the amount of air being delivered correct? These and many other questions can be satisfied when a proper commissioning or test out is completed. A proper commissioning or test out verifies that the system is not just working, but that it is also performing as designed. More importantly, here at Bailey's and Air Heroes, we believe you should have a test in of the old system. You see, without a test in, you have no way of knowing if your existing system was sized correctly and are performing as designed. With a test in, we can determine whether or not your ductwork is sized to handle the new system. Furthermore, we go even further by measuring your home and performing a calculation. But not just a block load that only tells us the size you need. We perform a room-to-room load calculation that tells us the size of the unit and the amount of air needed for each room. We then measure the existing system's airflow through each duct to each room and compare it to the room-to-room load calculation. That tells us whether you need to provide the load calculation says you need to provide the proper amount of air to cool and heat each room. This test allows us to determine if additional work will be needed to correct deficiencies in your airflow and ductwork so that those rooms that are too hot or too cold are fixed. In addition, if the old system is still working, we will also take readings to determine the BTUs that the old system was producing and delivering, along with electrical measurements to determine the efficiency it was actually performing at. Later, after your new system is installed, we can compare the old system's measurements to the new system's measurements to show improvement and that the system is actually performing as designed and that you're getting what you paid for. In addition, we also provide a complete printed version of the load calculation and breakdown of all the work, the installation manuals, owner's manuals and guides, permits, AHRI certificates, HERS test, contract, warranties, and personnel that worked on your project. This will come in a nice binder to keep everything organized. We ask that you hang on to the binder for future reference and that for the technician if they ever have to work on your system. To sum up, every home needs a room-to-room load calculation along with a test in and a test out or commissioning to verify that what was installed is performing as designed. In the videos that follow, we'll explore the importance of ductwork, equipment brands, making your home itself more efficient, the importance of testing, and other aspects that make your home more comfortable while saving you money and energy. Thanks for watching.